Hello students, welcome to the online classes of Gopalswamy PU College, Mysore. I am Suma, Economics lecturer. In today's session of Statistics for Economics, in continuation with the lesson of measures of central tendency, let us learn about the calculation of mean for the continuous series. In the previous session, we learned about the calculation of mean for individual series and the discrete series. So, let's get started with the calculation of mean for continuous series. The problem is like this: calculate the mean for the following data. So, in the question paper, in the question they will give you only the class and the frequency, that is X and F. So, for calculation of the mean for continuous series, we can use both the direct method as well as shortcut method. The classes are given like this. Since it is a continuous series, the class is also continuous. In the case of discrete series, here in the section of X also we have individual numbers, but in the continuous series, here we call them as class intervals, and in this particular sum they have given 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60, 60 to 70 and 70 to 80. So, totally there are 8 classes, and as against each class they give you the frequencies also. So, the class frequency for 0 to 10 class interval is 6, and for 10 to 20 it is 15, and it goes on like this, and the total value of the F or the frequencies is N, that is the total number is 86. So, for calculation of mean through direct method for continuous series, the formula is mean equals sigma Fm by N, that is mean is denoted by x bar. So, x bar equals sigma Fm by N. So, when we have the formula as sigma Fm, first we have to find out the Fm. So, for that, what is M? M is the middle value of the class intervals. So, the middle value of the class intervals are the average of these two numbers is 5, that is 0 plus 10 is 10, and it is divided by 2. So, because we have two numbers, so the average is 5. And for 10 to 20, the average is 15. You can take it as an average or the middle value. So, then for 20 to 30 it is 25, 30 to 40 it is 35, 40 to 50 it is 45, and 50 to 60 55, 60 to 70 65, 70 to 80 it is 75. So, these are the middle values that we have written after getting this problem. So, after we see the sum, we have to decide the middle values and we have to mark them. So, the middle values of the respective class intervals are written here. As against them, we have to write the Fm. F is already given in the sum, that is frequency. M is the middle value that we have written just now. Now, after doing this first step of writing the middle values, we will go to the second step, that is Fm, calculation of the frequencies and the middle values. It is the multiplication of both frequencies and the middle values. So, the frequency is 6, middle value is 5, 6 5s are 30. 15 is the frequency, 15 is the middle value, 15 15s are 225, 24 25s are 600, 17 into 35 is 595, 10 into 45 is 450, 8 into 55 is 440, and 4 into 65 is 160, 2 into 75 is 150. So, the Fm is written against the frequencies and the middle values. When once all the Fms are written, we take the sigma Fm, that is we get the total of all these Fms, and when we add, we obtain 2750. So, now let us move towards the calculation of the mean through direct method. The formula is x bar equals sigma Fm by N. that is x bar equals 2750, that is sigma fm is 2750 divided by n, that is 86. So 2750 divided by 86 is 31.97. Now let's learn about the calculation of mean for continuous series through shortcut method. For the calculation of mean for continuous series through shortcut method, we have to do another two steps. So the next step is, these are the two steps required for the calculation of mean for continuous series through shortcut method. The first step here for the calculation of the mean through shortcut method is dx. We have to write the dx. dx is nothing but the deviation of the middle value from this x. So the deviation of the middle value is written here. That is, here we have taken 25 as the assumed mean. Here middle values are written. So among these 25 we have selected as the D. So from 25 we go on deducting these middle values. 25 minus 5 is minus 20 because 25 is higher than the 5, or the value of 25 is more than 5. So 5 minus 25 is minus 20, 15 minus 25 is minus 10 because this value is less than the deviation value. Then 25 minus 25 is 0, 35 minus 25 is plus 10. Here even if we did not write the positive sign, plus sign also, it is meant that it is plus only. So 35 minus 25 is 10, 45 minus 25 is 20, 55 minus 25 is 30, 65 minus 25 is 40, 75 minus 25 is 50. So now you learnt as to how to obtain the dx. That is, we can select any number, but here in this sum we have selected 25 as the deviation value, and from the deviation value we went on deducting the deviation values of all these. So after this we have to calculate the dx multiplied by f. F is the frequency. So f multiplied by dx, that is f dx. Here we obtain the f dx. 6 into 20, 120, 15 into 10, 150. Since here in both the cases we have the minus sign, here also we have to carry it as it is. So next one is 24 into 0 is 0. 17 into 10 is 170, 10 into 20 is 200, 8 into 30 is 240, and 4 into 40 is 160, and at last we have 2, and 2 into 50 is 100. So after this we have to add the minus sign values at once, and then we'll add the plus sign values, that is the positive values and the negative values. The total of the positive values is, that is here when we add this 170 plus 200 is 370, 370 plus 240 is 610, 610 plus 160 is 770, plus 100 is 870. So the total of all the positive values is 870, and the total of all the negative values is 270. 120 plus 150 is 270. With the positive values total, we are deducting the negative values total, and we obtain 600. So the sigma f dx, sigma is the sum total of all the f dx. Sigma f dx is plus 600. So when we obtain once the sigma f dx, let's move towards the shortcut method calculation of mean for continuous series. The shortcut method formula is x bar equals a plus sigma f dx by n. X bar equals a is assumed mean. Here we have taken 25 as the assumed mean. So 25 plus 600 is the sigma f dx, and n is 86, the total of the frequencies. So 25 plus 600 by 86, 600 divided by 86 is 6.97, and 25 plus 6.97 equals 31.97. So the mean value for this problem under direct method as well as for shortcut method for this continuous series is same in both the cases. So this is the way of calculating the mean for the continuous series. I wish to end up today's session with a thought. So a beautiful thought for today is, the answer for every adversity lies in courageously moving forward with faith. So there are very important words in this sentence. If we fail to adopt, we fail to move forward. This thought says you that we have to change to the situation. It is, if the change is for the betterment, so then better to change. If we fail to adopt, we fail to move forward. So always we should be thinking towards moving forward. Moving backward has nothing in it. So the answer for every adversity in our daily life, we come across different types of challenges and also the obstacles. So they are all the part of the game. So without this, we don't conquer anything in this world. The answer for every adversity lies in courageously moving. It is at every time of adversity, we should not lose the courage and we should move forward with utmost faith, and it gives you the confidence and enhances your self-confidence too. So this self-confidence is one actually which is required for the accomplishment of any kind of goal. So if we fail to adopt, if any problem comes and if we are stuck in that problem only, then it is very difficult for us to move forward. So overcome that problem with the help of courage and faith, then you will adopt yourself to the situation, and when once you adopt yourself, it is the one which leads you towards the progress. If we fail to adopt, we fail to move forward and our life will become stagnant. So the stagnation of water is itself is only not useful to anything, and then it is only going to deteriorate after some time. Then the stagnation in the human life is also not advisable because of the fear of the obstacles and the adversities that come in our way. If we stay there and if we are stagnant in that particular situation only, then it is very difficult to go forward. So we have to adapt to the situation and we have to rebuild our skills and then move towards the progressive way. So with this, I conclude this session. Thank you.